This tutorial describes how to create graphic questions by using the Freeform Question Maker utility. Start the Categories Game Maker. If you've been following the previous tutorials, load the samplegame.cag file from the C drive sample game folder. Click on the Create or Revise Game. Question Creation Tools, and Freeform Question Maker buttons. The Freeform Question Maker helps you create all kinds of questions. You can draw on the background using a number of simple drawing tools, and you can add text or graphics on top of the background. Finally, the question can be saved as a graphic in BMP format for later use in your categories game. This utility was not designed to replace high-end paint programs, but as an easy-to-use and learn alternative. The yellow portion of the screen is your canvas. A toolbar is located on the left side of the screen. At the top of the toolbar, under Set Colors, is where you set the color of the background and text. By clicking on the small down arrow, you can change the selected color. Let's choose a purple. You can set the background to the selected color by clicking on Set Background Color. Under the Set Color buttons are the Set Text buttons. You can add text by clicking on the Add Text button, typing in your text. For example, here is some text, and clicking on the OK button. Once you have selected the text by clicking on it, you can change the font by clicking on Set Font. Let's choose the Arial font using a size of 24 points. You can change the text background to match the background color by clicking on the Set Text Background Color. Next, we will change the color in the color chooser to a yellow, and click on the Set Text Color button to set the color of the text. Finally, we will resize the text by dragging the width and height sliders and drag the text to where we want it on the canvas. Under the Set Text tools are the Set Graphic tools. A graphic holder can be created by clicking on the Add Graphic button. A new graphic holder will appear on the screen. You can place a picture in the graphic holder by clicking on the Get Graphic button, finding the picture you want to use, for example, this picture of a bald eagle, and clicking on Open. You can then drag the picture with the mouse to position it and resize the graphic by dragging the width and height sliders. We will add a few more text and graphic objects. When you have several text and graphic objects on your background, it can become difficult to click on and choose a text or graphic. To solve this, you can click on the Lock All Text Objects button. Notice the tool tips, which will identify the tool buttons when the mouse is over them. After clicking, the text cannot be moved. There is also a Lock All Graphics button. Another problem is that you might want one text or graphic to be on top of another text or graphic. This can be accomplished by clicking on the Bring Text to Front and Back and Bring Graphic to Front and Back buttons. Again, Notice the tool tips. We will move a few text and graphic objects to the front and to the back to illustrate how this works. Before we look at the drawing tools, let's clear away all of the objects that we have created. Click to choose each of the text objects and click on the Delete Chosen Text button, the button in the Set Text Tools with a capital X on it. Do the same for the graphic objects using the Delete Chosen Graphic button, the button in the Set Graphic Tools with an X on it. At the bottom of the toolbar are the drawing tools. You can draw on the background, but not on text or graphics. By clicking on the drawing tool, holding down the left mouse button, and dragging in the canvas area. You can change the colors of the outline and filled area by clicking on the two colored squares in the bottom left corner of the screen. The thickness of the outline can be changed by clicking on the small up and down arrows. There is also an eraser, a background grid to help you align your text and graphics, and a clear background button. Notice the tooltips as the mouse is over each of the drawing tool buttons. We will quickly demonstrate the use of each drawing tool. Now let's clear away the drawing and make a sample question for our sample game. Click on the Clear Drawing button, the button in the drawing tools with an X on it. Now we will start by creating a graphic holder and filling it with a file, trebleclefnotes.jpg. We will resize and position the graphic near the middle of the screen. We would like to choose several notes for students to identify. We want to make the white part of the graphic extend below where it is now. First, set the Fill Color box to white. Note that this is the lower colored box located with the drawing tools. Make sure the graphic is locked. Then use the Draw Filled Rectangle tool to draw a rectangle at the bottom of the graphic. Next, we will add numbers from 1 to 3 under several of the notes in the graphic. For each of the numbers, we will need to change the background color to white and resize the text as small as possible. Finally, we need to add the question text. Let's make the color the same as the dark blue in the text at the top of the screen. To do this, we can use the eyedropper tool, the button that looks like an eyedropper at the top left of the screen. Click on the eyedropper, and then the dark blue. The chosen color will change to the dark blue. You can select the color of any object on the screen, including those in your graphics. Now, we will add a text object and type, name the notes 1 through 3 below. Set the text color to the dark blue. Get the background color using the eyedropper and set the text background color. Set the font to 14-point Cornerstone, or a font of your choice. And position and resize the text. The finished question screen can now be saved by clicking on the Save Question button. We will save the file as cat1 q50.bmp in the C sample game folder. Well, this tutorial is over. The next tutorial will explain how to use the Capture Screen utility also included with the Categories GameMaker.